is drop proof up to 6 feet or 1.8 meters.
Real usage, real reviews. mobilereviews.a.ca.
Hi, this is Agata from mobilereviews-a.ca, and today I'll be reviewing the Griffin Survivor Case for the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. So the Griffin Survivor Case for the iPhone 5 will also fit the 5S. The only feature that is not available through this case would be the Touch ID, because the home button is completely covered. So the Griffin Survivor Case comes in 3 pieces with a case attachment. So I'll talk about the case itself first. It has an inner layer, which is the polycarbonate layer that is drop proof up to 6 feet or 1.8 meters. And there's a silicone bumper that goes over the layer. And then you have a screen protector that goes on top and clicks to both of those layers together. So the Griffin Survivor Case meets military standards. And like I said before, it can be dropped from 6 feet or 1.8 meter. So we used our A rating score system, and we scored this case to be 3.7 A's out of 5. The first category is design, and this category scored 3.2 A's out of 5. So in terms of weight and bulk, this case doesn't add a lot of weight. It is still quite light for a ruggedized case, but it does add quite a bit of bulk. So most of the bulk comes from the silicone layer, which is what we call a bumper layer. So in terms of installation, you don't really need instructions to install this case. The first layer where you put your phone is this polycarbonate plastic. Then you cover it with the bumper, and then you put the screen protector right on top. So all of this is quite simple, but to actually install the case, it takes quite a while. And this layer here, it has a lot of these very sharp edges and ridges. For the camera, as you can see, there's more ridges. The same for the mute button, and the same for the mic and speaker and your headphone jack. And which is all fine, but when you try to install this case onto your phone, it is quite difficult, in the sense that it's kind of tedious work. So I have a full close-up video of this case, and I also, in the close-up video, I show how to install this case, so you can check it out. I will link this video in the description below at the end of this review. In terms of build quality, this case is really well built. We've dropped it several times and also down the stairs, and there's literally no damage done. In terms of protection, we gave the score a 3.7 A's out of 5. So the droppability of this case is great. It does meet military standard A10, which means that we can drop it from 6 feet, and we did different height drops, and also we dropped it or threw it down the stairs. So you can watch that video, and I will post a link to it as well. In terms of the environmental protection, this case is not waterproof. It is a bit water resistant, and that is up to debate of what you think water resistance is. But all of the ports in here, when the latches are closed and the case is installed properly, are covered. In terms of functionality for this case, we rated it 4 A's out of 5. In terms of handling, this case is quite bulky, but it still fits in your hand, and it is quite soft because of the silicone, but it does add a lot of bulk. All of the ports and buttons for the Griffin Survivor Case are easily accessed. There's just few latches that are for the lightning jack and for the headphone jack. There's also a latch for your mute button, which is easily accessed. As you open the latch, you can access the mute button. And also there's a latch to cover the lens for your camera and the two-tone flash. The home button is covered by the silicone that comes through the front screen protector piece, but it's really easy to press, and it does not affect this functionality at all. In terms of screen handling, this case screen protector is a little bit raised on the edges, but you can still access. We've tried to access the controls that can be opened by swiping from the bottom or from the top, and we also tried using the keyboard here and typing using the letters that are closest to the edges, and there wasn't any issues with that. In terms of viewability, when you're holding the case, it's really It is because it adds a little bit of bulk, so it's easy to hold and view at any angle. There is a little bit of glare that is created by the screen protector, but it's not something that is significantly worse. It does not diffuses the front screen of your iPhone. And actually, this screen protector does not register fingerprints and cheek prints so much, so it doesn't get dirty that easily. So the last score in the functionality category is case enhancement. And the case enhancement for this Griffin Survivor case is actually a belt clip, and it is quite slim belt clip, and it is a useful feature not only to actually carry your case in the side of a belt, but this also doubles as a stand. To use this belt clip as a stand, you have to pull the clip apart until it clicks at the top here, and then you can twist it, and you can stand your iPhone in this case in a portrait mode. So if you have any questions about this case or any of its pieces or components, please let me know in the comments section below, and we'll try to answer them as soon as we can. You can also find us on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. So keep your phone safe in the Griffin Survivor case, but from drops, not water. Thank you for watching. Bye.